Well, okay, welcome back, one and all, to the Top 5 podcast. And I am so blessed today to be hanging out with two co-hosts. And it's not even an Instagram live stream, so holy crap. First of all, welcome, as always, is my sister, Annie Pruitt. Hello, Annie Pruitt.
Hello, Chris McPeak.
And also joining us today is my buddy from the East Coast, my brother from another mother, Doug Ferguson. Hello, Doug.
Happy to be with you both today, and you're the brother to both my sisters, my adopted sisters. So good to be with you.
There we go. Yeah. Hammer down. So we're recording this on Super Bowl Sunday, and it was Doug's idea that we do our top 5 favorite football movies and or football stories, because Doug has informed us that there will be a television reference. So let's go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm on the West Coast. I'm going to go first. Okay. My number 5 is somewhat of a guilty pleasure because I don't know that it got reviewed very well, but as far as I'm concerned, it is nothing but good fun and totally about what it means to have glory with football. And that is 1999's Varsity Blues, featuring the Academy Award winning Jon Voight as the nastiest asshole coach in the whole wide world, and a slew of adorable little 90s, not really tweeners anymore, but 90s superstars like James Van Der Beek and the delicious, may he rest in peace, Paul Walker, and also the hilarious Scott Conn. This is a super quotable movie that definitely covers the whole realm of puberty in adolescent boys, along with Texas football and all of the craziness, competitiveness that comes with it. And I don't want your life.
I was about to say, Chris, I don't want your life.
I don't want your life. But I think my favorite is Billy Bob Cried because he's a crier, and Tweeter drank beer because that's what Tweeter does. Anyway, we can do the boner line in another show. So that's my number 5.
Bacon the pig. Yep. Don't forget Bacon the pig
right.
as the illustrious co-star in that one.
Yes, Pedro. Okay, Doug, you're up next.
All right, my number 5 is football related, but I think it's actually a prep school movie, but I'm going with School Ties, which is all about a football team, a recruit for a football team in a senior year, but the cast alone, still one of my favorite movies to this day. The cast alone, you've got Brendan Fraser, Oscar nominee. You've got, from Son of a Woman, Chris, I can't remember his last name, but
Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell, you've got Scott Conn, you've got Ben Affleck, you've got Matt Damon, you've got a slew of other up-and-comers, Anthony Rapp, Cole Hauser. It's just a who's who of who was in the prime of their lives back in 1992. This was so a great cast alone, great story. I watch it every time it's on. So I'm going with School Ties, which has a football backstory to it about why they brought this outsider into, and then he kind of gets put through the ringer. So I'm putting that out there. I
love that movie too, and boy, like Matt Damon, asshole.
Yeah.
He's such an asshole in this movie.
Yep.
Unlikable completely.
Yep.
And one of Annie's favorite 90s stars is in that film as well, in Amy Locane.
Yes. Oh, Amy Locane. Yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah.
Well, Crybaby. She was in Crybaby. She was the heroine. All right, Annie, what's your number 5, my dear?
Okay, so I'm going to go with the 2014 draft day. Kevin Costner, based on the Cleveland Browns, picking their drafts. What I love about the movie is Kevin Costner wants the team that he wants, and there's this back and forth with him as the GM with the head coach, played by Dennis Leary. But what's great about it is Chadwick Boseman in one of your films too, but everybody wants him to go with this, quarterback who, Chadwick tells him at one point, watch the film, and kind of this relationship he has with this, with this kid, I really appreciate from a love of the game type of thing. So I Kevin Costner in sports movies, you just kind of can't go wrong. But
can't go wrong.
Yeah, 2014 draft day, number 5.
And
I have not seen that. But I have been told that I need to see that. Good. So I will add that to the list. Yeah, I agree with you. Kevin Costner sports movies. I mean, previously I would have said Kevin Costner baseball movies, but yeah, Annie, if it's on your list, I will check it out.
Yeah, I do have, before we continue, I have one thing to say. These are my not 5 greatest football movies. These are the 5 football movies I love to watch.
Yes, I'm with you on that because there is a film that is not on my list that is likely on everybody else's list that ever walked on this planet. I
Right.
just saw it once and I was okay with that. I'm
Yeah.
with you. And these are the ones I like to watch the most. These are multiple viewers for me.
Yes.
And
Gotcha.
with that, I will share my number 4, which is the Oliver Stone directed Any Given Sunday. And I liked this movie when I saw it in the movie theater, but then when I saw Jamie Foxx on Inside the Actors Studio, I loved this movie because he goes into all this amazing detail on Actors Studio about this concept of growing up. Is it Tyler, Texas, or Terrell? I forget, but it's a small town in Texas. And he grew up with his grandmother, and his grandmother had given him all these little opportunities, all these little tools for his toolbox that he eventually realized he could use in his career as an actor. And he talked about playing football in high school, and then he talked about playing the piano and then preparing for Ray and all of those things. But that aside, I love the relationship between, I think his name's Cap by Dennis Quaid and Al Pacino. I love all of the bad guys that appear. Like James Woods is always just kind of a slime ball and he can't get out of the slime ball thing. And then you've got the luscious Matthew Modine, and who, is from another one of my favorite sports movies. And he's the team doctor. And you've got Cameron Diaz in this kind of weird role as the owner's daughter, and Anne Margaret as the lush mom with the little dog. And this movie is just super fun. And that's my number 4, Any Given Sunday.
Okay, very good.
All right, Doug, hit me.
Well, I got to say to you both, show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Now, not my most favorite, probably one of the better Tom Cruise movies outside of him just defying death and everything else. You've got Renee Zellweger. You've got Cameron Crowe, Mr. Cameron Crowe, who I worship, but you've got Jerry Maguire from 1996, Bruce Springsteen song. You got some family stuff. You got Cuba Gooding Jr. before whatever's happened in his career. I mean, he was on a track, and then I think karma and bad choices have really played a part there. But
it's
again, not
exactly
a football movie, but a movie that takes place around and shows you the behind the scenes of the game, which is more of what I like. I like to know how things work. So to see how the agency stuff works and the media tours. So I'm going with Jerry Maguire for my number 4.
Great movie. I'll either snow or ski.
Yep.
All right, Annie.
So that was actually going to be my number 4, but I'm going to change it because I'm going to go in an entirely different direction. I'm going to go with the 1986 Wildcats.
So, snap. That's a great one. I forgot about Wildcats.
Goldie Hawn, who's, gets hired to be a high school a high school football coach. And everybody, of course, you're a woman, you can't be a football coach. So she meets the team for the first time and says, well, if you can outrun me on this track, then I'll leave. Well, lo and behold, she's a marathon runner, and she, but you've got this, from 1986, but you've got Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson both playing football players. So you see kind of their chemistry, and LL Cool J's in there, just, kind of all these, random, people that made this amazing football team together. But it's super cute, and Goldie Hawn's adorable. And lo and behold, she actually is a pretty decent football coach, but it's cute and it's fun. And it's, you kind of one of those things that you should go back and revisit every now and again to be inspired by the Hawn before.
And laugh your ass off at the same time, because it is pretty funny. And I had totally forgotten about Wesley and Woody being in that movie pre White Men Can't Jump, pre Money Train. That is some good stuff. Okay.
They're remaking White Men Can't Jump, by the way. And no. They are remaking it. No. Can't.
No.
Nope. Do not.
Whose idea was
the
that?
Church of Ron Shelton. Somebody who was offending the Church of Ron Shelton. No, we don't remake it. No. Rosie Perez is still on Jeopardy. She's the reigning champ 34 years later. Even she's against it. The wrong answer. No, don't do it.
Oh, honey, you so stupid. You're supposed to say I love you infinity plus infinity. Damn it. All right. Well, let me put that out of my brain by sharing with you all my number 3. And shoot, I mean, Denzel has not ever made a bad movie. And thus, my number 3 is Remember the Titans, which features, again, another just plethora of fantastic young actors who are up and coming. You have the very adorable Kip Pardue. Coach, I can't make that pitch. And he's just sweet. Ryan Gosling's in there as the country boy who does the little,
Sunshine.
country dancing in the, everybody has a cute nickname. Ethan, oh my gosh, not Ethan Embry, but who's the other Ethan? The Ethan from American History X, totally escaping me now. He's in it. And then you have...
I know what you're talking about. That's Louis from Bayonne, New Jersey, where I grew up. Yeah, I remember. Yep.
Okay.
Looks completely different nowadays.
Oh yeah, he's a skinny boy now these days. Ethan, what?
Ethan Suplee.
Suplee, yes. And then, oh my God, Ryan Hurst, who goes on to play Opie in Sons of Anarchy, one of the most amazing roles in television ever.
Stop, I'm gonna cry.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, Opie. Okay.
Opie.
It's okay. I'm okay. This movie's great because you get to see a transformation in a time where the civil rights movement was starting to kick in, and you see a team come together featuring, 2 different coaches from 2 different sides of town. And if I remember correctly, it's an undefeated season, and you got Will Patton in there and a very young Hayden Panettiere pre-Nashville television series. It's super happy, and then it gets super sad, but just an overall lovely football movie that makes you want to cheer. And again, you're laughing a lot, and it's very heartfelt. So that's my number 3.
Good stuff. And can I just throw in there? It's got the everyday common actor Will Patton. Will Patton shows up in anything. You're in for a good ride, from No Way Out to Armageddon to whatever else. He's the Falling Skies, a TV show. Will Patton shows up, you're in for a good ride. So that's all good stuff.
True.
All right. My number 3. So many of, as high school, we used to go to the movies with friends and whatnot. This came out, I believe, my freshman year of high school. I'm going 1991's Necessary Roughness with Scott Bakula. But look at the cast alone. You got Scott Bakula, Kathy Ireland, Sinbad. You got the perpetual grump of the 90s, Larry Miller, from the comedian from Seinfeld, and 10 Things I Hate About You, and everything else. It's just a major league for football. It's got some great one-liners. It's got Jason Bateman, I think, in one of his earlier roles. It's got Rob Schneider as the annoying announcer, parlaying his Live thing. Not the greatest movie, but a good underdog movie. And you can't go wrong with Sinbad. Come on, Sinbad in the 90s. First kid, you can go wrong. So yeah, you're all good.
Wasn't Kathy Ireland like a soccer player that they bring on to be the kicker?
She's a soccer player who's protected by a Samoan linebacker who falls in love with her. And yeah, she can kick a field goal or a soccer ball 1,000 feet. So they bring all these misfit toys together to make a contender type team.
I love it. That is a fun one. It's been a while since I've seen that.
Oh yeah.
All right, too. Annie, what you got?
Okay, I have not seen Necessary Roughness, but I'm definitely gonna watch it like this week. So it's on. Okay, my number 3 is gonna be 2009, The Blind. Really, really, really love Sandra Bullock, although I didn't think her acting was necessarily Academy Award worthy, because she kind of plays this cold, there's no reflection, I don't know. Anyway, I love the movie based on the true story of Michael Orr. What I really love about it is the way the family kind of rallies around this young man. But in terms of football and protecting somebody's blind side, I love that the message that she's telling, protecting your family, and that's how you see the team, and how you bring a team together is by treating them like your family, kind of the way I see it. So yeah, I really loved it, and we can rewatch it in this house. My kids have seen it probably 4 times, so I love it. The Blind Side from 2000. Yeah.
Don't agree with the Oscar win, but I mean, I've been wrong before, and it made me want to eat at whatever franchise I can't remember, what do they eat at? Was it Subway or something? All throughout it, my dad owns a bunch of Subway restaurants. And he owns franchises, and I was like, it's subliminally, I got to go eat at Subway or whichever ones that he owns. That was their sneaky little trick.
I met the actor that played Michael Orr at a karaoke bar in Burbank, probably a year after that movie came out, and he was with a group of pals there, and we have a picture with him somewhere. I don't know where, but I think my favorite part of The Blind Side is the amazing Tim McGraw, who is quite a decent actor when he shows up in things. So speaking of Tim McGraw, I'm going to share that my number 2 is from 2004, the movie Friday Night
Okay.
Lights. Before we get to the series Friday Night Lights, which I have to say is my second favorite television series of all time. But this movie is great for a variety of reasons. First of all, again, Billy Bob Thornton, I'll watch anything that man is in. And while we're talking about I'll watch anything this person's in, is the adorable Lucas Black, who grew up to be a hottie, a super fine Southern boy hottie. And what I love about Lucas Black is that he will not change his accent for anybody in any movie. He's like, I know you're supposed to be able to do accents if you're an actor. I don't care. This is who I am. I go for roles that I think I can do well. I'm going to talk like myself. God bless you, Lucas Black. You are adorable.
You cannot talk bad about Lucas Black, because Dom Toretto will come and smack
Yes.
it around. He's part of the,
sure the heck
part of
will.
the family. He is part of the family.
He is part of the family.
Mess with the family.
Yeah.
And let me just say about Tim McGraw, if you haven't watched 1883 yet from Paramount Plus, highly, highly, highly recommend. Even if you don't know the whole Yellowstone story. If you like Sam Elliott, another one you just see like, this is going to be good. Anything Sam Elliott's in. But Oregon Trail, I would have been dead in about 6 minutes. So watch that over. It's like 7 episodes, but you will see how quickly you would have died in 1883 Texas. So just
is that the spinoff that has Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren in it?
No, that's 1923. 1883 is him and his wife Faith Hill traveling the Oregon Trail.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I got to get into the Yellowstone universe.
It's an amazing show.
Nice. Okay. Friday Night Lights. Yes. I was going to talk about somebody else. Garrett Hedlund, another cutie. And then all these guys translate. I mean, between the casting in the movie and the casting in the television show, completely flawless. There's no carryovers, but everybody's great. And was it Peter Berg's, not his directorial debut, but it was a Peter Berg movie. And if you've forgotten about Peter Berg, go back and watch The Last Seduction. And then you can go watch things like, I forgot what his directorial debut was.
Very Bad Things.
Very Bad Things, which I saw in a movie theater by myself. I was the only person in that theater, which was kind of nice. But he made this. He made, the Jamie Foxx and Jennifer Garner and Jason Bateman.
The Kingdom.
The Kingdom, yes. So anyway, highly recommend all of Peter Berg's stuff. Friday Night Lights, my number 2. And Doug, you are up.
I have a Peter Berg story I'll share later on, but I met him. They did a screening on Friday Night Lights with the author, who's a Philadelphia native. I have a photo of him. I'll tell you that story later. It's a very funny story about being the only Giants fan in all Philadelphia. And Peter Berg singled me out because I raised my hand. He says, this guy's got stones for wearing that. Give him his question. So
nice.
All right. My number 2, 1991. One of my favorites back in the day, The Last Boy Scout. Again, not about football, but about football, about gambling. A very profanity-fueled movie. My father apologized to me. He's like, your mom will kill us if she ever knew I took you that. So don't tell her. Dad and I like to watch the R-rated movies from time to time. But just alone, the being beat up by the inventors of Scrabble, $600 pants, which my brother-in-law and I pull out every once in a while. It's like, what do they come with, a TV or something? You got a young Halle Berry. You got Taylor Negron as one of the weirdest psychopaths in movies. You got Shea Willingham as the big bad guy just because he's from Texas. Profanity-fueled movie, but still one of the great early 90s, and written by Shane Black, who has a knack for writing the good stuff. So except all around Christmas, can't figure out why, but I'm going with Last Boy Scout.
All right. Good one. Okay, Annie, what you got? Number 2.
So real quick, I just want to say my favorite Lucas Black, talking about what a cutie pie he is. I loved him in Sling Blade. So just wanted to throw that, such a doll on that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I have to do it. My number 2 is Remember the Titans also. So it has to be. We watch. I've probably seen that movie 12 times in the last 3 years, and now it's even more personal because my son David has this very long blonde hair, and he has unofficially been named Sunshine in this house. And he mildly understands what we're talking about, but he hasn't watched it which oddly that they'll watch The Blind Side but not Remember the Titans. But yeah, for all the same reasons that you loved it, Chris, Will Patton, I agree, Doug, completely. If Will Patton's in it, you're in for a good show. He can do anything. He's like one of those chameleons that he'll show up in some random horror movie and get better, than But yeah, I love it. I love the acting. I love the way they come together as a team. I don't know if you figured out like this theme I have about team building and a lot of things because it's so important.
It is.
So yeah, love it. Yeah.
Will
So
Patton elevated the last Halloween movies. The first one was really good. The last two, not so much. But Will Patton in it, I
yeah.
knew I was in for something until it just went completely off the rails, except for Will Patton. So
Yeah.
got that.
He read the audiobook, I want to say for Doctor Sleep, which is the sequel, if you will, to The Shining. And he's a very good narrator. So, and I'm seeing a topic that is going to circle into future shows. I do think we need to do a top 5 favorite character actors. Now that we've
Ooh.
been doing all this talk about Will Patton, because he would definitely fall in that category. Okay, I'm going to share my honorable mention. We'll do an honorable mention round, and I echo Doug's sentiments on Jerry Maguire. I love everything about that movie. Another big quotable one. And again, yeah, Cuba Gooding, the Oscar curse. It is a sad thing, but it does happen. I think it probably is my favorite Tom Cruise role, although Magnolia is a very close second, and of course Maverick. But yeah, it's highly entertaining and super fun. Love story aside, because that's all cute too. And that little boy, is he just not a doll or what? Okay.
Google him today. He's hit the gym or two a day or two.
Yeah, and I think he's a movie director now too.
His head no longer weighs 8 pounds. It weighs
Right.
like 80 because he's hit the Cybex machines a little bit.
You know, dogs and cats can smell fear.
They do smell fear when he's running down.
Doug, honorable mention. You got one?
I do. It's not a football movie. Has a football game at the very end of it. Watch it every time it's on. It's 1971, I believe, MASH with Elliot Gould and Donald Sutherland. And literally for this line, when Sally Kellerman, rest her soul, passed away about a year ago. I mean, look at the guys. You got Sutherland, Elliot Gould, Robert Duvall. You got the original Radar, Gary Burgo. You got Sally Kellerman, Tom Skerritt. But just for this line alone, that cracks me up. My friend and I, big MASH fans of the TV show, but this line in particular, at the end of the quarter, they fire a pistol in the air. And Sally Kellerman says, "Oh my God, they're shooting at us." And Colonel Blake says, "Hot lips, you incredible nincompoop. That's the end of the quarter." That line gets me every single time. There's a trick play. There's zany music. It's not a football movie, but it's got a football game. And that's why I'm putting it as my honorable mention.
Fair enough. I love it. Robert Altman at his finest. Annie.
Well, you and Keith he's a MASH fanatic. I think I've seen every episode of MASH at least 4 times.
Good man. Good man. We like that.
All right, my honorable mention, 1986, Lucas, very, very, very young. Corey Haim wants the girl, and Charlie Sheen is in there as the football star, and Corey Haim thinks in order to get the girl, he can join the football team, and they let him in for one play. They think he gets killed, but they told, right? It's a sweet little. It's not necessarily about football. There's a football theme route, so that's my honorable mention is Lucas from 1986. That was young Winona Ryder as well.
I think that was on before one of my daughter's swim meets back in December. And killing time, just it came on, and I had to watch like the last hour. Carrie Green, my crush from the Goonies, and Summer Rental. You got young Charlie Sheen before he went nuts in Platoon the next year. Lucas, when he raises his arm at the end, his arms don't even fit in the sleeves. Yeah, classic. The kid with the 80s video camera on his shoulder, videotaping everything. It's an 80s movie through and through.
Totally. Annie, I think we rented that from whatever that video store was in Waldron, where we rented the Go-Go's primetime music videos like 100 times. I'm pretty sure we did.
Mm-hmm.
Among many others, like Oxford Blues. Rob Lowe, Oxford Blues. Okay, my number one. Oh my God, I love this movie so much. Super duper quotable, funny, happy, small love story, lots of cheering, cheer for the underdog, and Keanu Reeves is hot. I am talking about The Replacements from 2000. I love everything and everybody in this movie. It is so funny and super quotable. And Orlando, what's his name? Coach, I'm scared of spiders. I mean,
Orlando Jones. Yep.
Orlando Jones. Silly things all throughout the movie. But the best line ever is pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever. And I'm just going to leave it at that. That is my number one, The Replacements.
They give a salute to the VI president-elect, Gene Hackman, always, the king of Hollywood.
Yeah.
You got Keanu Reeves, you got Reese Ifans as and
As
you
the
got
kicker.
a kind of chunkier Jon Favreau before he went slim and became the king of the Star Wars and Marvel universe as the former SWAT cop who's literally dousing people in like acid on a bust, and
Yeah.
he's too eager and everything else. And they're like, "Don't hit red. Red means
Yeah.
stop." Great movie. Good pick.
What's yours, Doug? You're up next. Number one.
I'm going with not Friday Night Lights, the movie. I'm going with Friday Night, so the TV show, my second best TV show ever created. Literally, just thinking about the other day, who would have thought Landry Clark becomes the next incarnation of, I'm going to call Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio. He's on that path. He is literally on the DiCaprio path of working with Scorsese and other great directors.
Yeah.
Who would have, of all of that cast,
Yeah.
Saracen, Smash, Riggins, you got Coach Taylor, Mrs. Taylor, the whole nine yards. Who would have thought little Landry Clark is going to be an Oscar winner? He's already been, twice nominated? And Breaking Bad alone, he is the antithesis.
Yeah,
of
Jesse
Landry Clark.
Plemons. I don't think he's won an Oscar yet. I think he has an Emmy, though.
He does. And he's the antithesis of Landry Clark in Breaking Bad.
Oh,
but
my
just
God.
a great Matt Saracen. I can't remember his name, but Matt's gone on to some great things. Smash has gone on to great things. Riggins has done some fabulous movies. You got Peter Berg popping up in there and then.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. Oh, forget about Michael B. Jordan. Vince, you got it all. And then you've got Voodoo from season 1, who's now in Black Adam and Trius Hodge. Just a great cast all around. So my number one, great written, great sports, not all about sports, serious subjects, gone too soon. Could be remade today.
Yeah. Oh, when Kyle Chandler won his Emmy, I cried like a baby. Holy crap, did I cry? Oh, my Lord.
Coach. Always my coach.
All right, Annie.
All right. Should have gone for now. I have to do another heat, but mine was the replacements. I love Keanu Reeves. I love this idea of this group of misfits that come together and figure out a way to, again, build a team of figuring out, what your talents are and how you contribute, but also just the redemption of Keanu Reeves' character and how he comes forward as the leader in the end, and the lessons that Gene Hackman, the coach, presents of what a leader is. So I can and I love the music. They have fun with the soundtrack, and that's just as important sometimes. So number one, The Replacements, 2000.
It is a good one. Okay. I don't know why I'm freaking out a little bit that none of us had Rudy on the list, but I'm just going to acknowledge that Rudy's,
listen,
a lot of people's favorite football movie. And that's the one I've seen it once. I don't. What, Annie?
It's saved for another list.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
And I would say I had it, but there's two I had. Number one, I have never seen the original Brian song, so I have to go to movie jail for that one. But I represent that everyone thinks it is the best. James Caan, end of tweet. God bless you. But with Rudy, fantastic movie. However, I've learned some stuff about him today that sullied it a little bit for me. He's not the most clean-cut underdog today, and whether it's true or not, but that was only the one little reason why. But again, Ned Beatty shows up in a movie, you're in for a good time. Jon Favreau again showing up.
Charles S. Dutton is fantastic.
So,
he's in a lot of amazing things.
That is a great movie. It'll be probably on my another list. But Rudy today, I think he's fallen a little bit farther, and Pete would be very saddened about where he wound up.
Well, all right. There you have it. Those are our top 5 favorite, entertaining, love to watch over and over again football movies. So thank you all for checking out today's show, however you listen to your podcast, wherever you listen to them. And if you would like to tell any one of us what you think of our list or join the team as a co-host, you can email us at hello@thetop5podcast.com. For Doug and Annie, I am Chris McPeak, and we will catch y'all on the flip side.